Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Ilkay Gundogan as Gundogan could leave for free if Barcelona failed to register him by August 12th. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about former Golden Boy winner Pedri Gonzalez, who in a recent interview outlines his career ambitions talking about UCL with Barca and the World Cup with Spain. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. There is a lot of optimism and joy around the FC Barcelona camp today as they have reportedly sealed the signing of Ilkay Gundogan from Manchester City on a free. The 32-year-old will be signing a 2-year contract with the La Liga champions with an option for a third season. The Blaugrana had been working on the signing of the German midfielder for months. Director of Football Matteo Alemany had held several meetings with Gundogan's agent and uncle, while manager Xavi was in regular touch with the veteran star. And the efforts have paid off, with Gundogan now a Barcelona player, albeit unofficially. One of the major concerns for the 32-year-old was whether the Catalan Giants would be able to register him given their problems with financial fair play. But it has been suggested that the Blaugrana have reassured him of his registration and they are optimistic about getting it done without any issues. However, as per a recent report by Tony Juan Marti, by the terms of the contract agreed, Gundogan would be eligible to leave for free if Barca failed to register him, you know, before the first game of the 2023-24 La Liga season, which will be played on August 12th. While the Catalans have been able to create some room on their wage bill with the departures of Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets, more departures are needed to generate further revenue and free up more salary mass. So in that regard, Barca have been trying to offload several out-of-favor players like Samuel Umtiti, Clement Lenglet, Alex Collado, and Sergino Dest, who are returning from their respective loan spells. Along with that, several established first-team players like Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Frank Kessié, and Eric Garcia have also been put up for sale. All in all, Barcelona must find ways to ensure that Gundogan is registered before the first match of the upcoming La Liga season, or there would be a possibility that he could leave for free. Of course, Barcelona don't want that to happen, and Barcelona have to do their best to ensure that all these new signings are registered before La Liga kicks off. And honestly, it is very, very humiliating when a club of Barca's caliber and back-to-back seasons, the same thing all over again, that players can't be registered even when La Liga have started. We had that problems last season. Kunde couldn't have been registered. Kunde wasn't registered for the first two matches. Season before last, players like Memphis Depay wasn't registered. So it has been something that have been happening back-to-back seasons, and it is very, very humiliating for a club like this to always face issues of player registration. And I think if actually this is the case, if this report is to be believed, then I think it's a good clause, because players don't want to be frustrated when the league season has started and a new player can't play because the club haven't registered him. Like, what sense does that make? I think Barcelona should ensure that that mistake should not happen again. It shouldn't happen again. Of course, we know that financially we have been going through a lot for many years now, since Jose Maria Bartomeu left as president after causing a lot of damage to this club, and Barca want to ensure that things go well. And it have not been an easy task for President Laporta. And honestly, Barcelona need to assure these players, all of them who are coming as new players, that registration will be guaranteed, honestly. And I think that before the first match day of the season, Barca not registering some of these new signings is going to be a disgrace. and this report claiming that Ilkay Gundogan will be free to leave as a free agent if he wishes to do so if Barca don't register him before August 12th when the La Liga starts. Of course, yesterday the news broke out that everything was done, everything was agreed. Ilkay Gundogan becoming the next transfer that we had, and for a deal for 2 years and an additional year, of course. Definitely, what a signing it would be for us. Coming to join the ranks of Pedri Gavi in the midfield department, and his vast experience will help us a lot without any doubt. But the issue is registration. Most of these players want to come guaranteeing that they will be registered, because we don't want to come to a situation where Barca will be asking this player to reduce his salary. Barca will be begging his players to reduce their wages in order for players to be registered. Like, it's, for me, it's quite humiliating. And after having such experiences, such bad experiences last season and season before last, I don't think Laporta and his board will want to repeat the same error again. And by doing so, definitely they need to sell players, because they are saying that despite Jordi Alba, despite Busquets and Gerard Piqué leaving the club, they still want to sell players so that there will be enough room for these new players to be registered. Then moving on to the final story of discussion, Pedri has firmly established himself as the heart and soul of Barca's midfield. At just 20 years of age, Pedri is irreplaceable in Xavi's setup and is rightfully in the debate for the best in the business. Injuries have not been kind to Pedri at all. However, there is not much to fall apart from those fitness setbacks, for he is a standout player in midfield. Recently, the Barca young midfielder spoke to an interview where he elaborated on topics including his aspirations, the current quality of the Barca squad, and the past season. Of course, the Golden Boy winner first commented on the biggest trophies he dreamt of winning as a professional footballer, picking one each from the international and club football stages. He then insisted that he would leave no stone unturned in achieving those dreams. He said, winning the Champions League with Barca and winning the World Cup with Spain. These are the two trophies that every player wants to achieve. I have not yet had the privilege of winning either of them. It is something that is in my mind, and of course, I'm going to fight to get out there and be in position to achieve them, he said. While his ambitions in terms of collective were well defined, Pedri was relatively coy when asked about his aspirations on an individual level. He humbly responded, saying that I never imagined being where I am today, but I know I have kept working hard because I want more titles and reach up higher up. The peak of his career, undoubtedly winning La Liga. After a long wait, Pedri acknowledged the importance of the title, and of course he explained La Liga rewards regularity. It distinguishes the best in the entire championship. It is very difficult to win because you have to spend all day trying to score. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.